I've been doing a lot of startup investment. 1999 starting in US, and 2000 Japan, then 2007 China, and then 2013 Southeast Asia, then 2015 India. So each region, I've been only doing early stage investment in terms of investment. Then many unicorns came up. Then finally, 2016 came to Nigeria. Thanks to the good meeting with the Paystack. Paystack is our first investment, and then since then, I'm really, really enthusiastic about the future of the Nigeria ecosystem. And here the some of the investment. We already done more than 25 investment in Nigeria. The first one is the Paystack, and the Sabi, the Remedial Health, and the Affairs, Times, Fluna, Flex Finance, Tapi, Relief, Farmeron, and more. And our first one, Paystack, was acquired by a U.S. company. Then why Nigeria? Actually, after the long journey of the many countries, we found the kind of similarities between big countries and Nigeria. I talked with some founders yesterday. Nigeria is still, on the progress. Then he compared with the India market. India has huge potential and a huge market itself. And then how we can catch up with India? I just did a very good idea exchange last night. But actually, there's a bunch of similarity. The India, for example, we invest in early stage, less than $10 million valuation at the moment. But now the Razorpay, my first investment in India, 7.5 billion, Slice 1.5 billion, Ninja Card $815 million. So many unicorn or Sunicorn are there, and then at the same time, 2016, I started investment here. Then coincidentally, our first investment in India and then Nigeria is both fintech. Razorpay currently at $7.5 billion valuation, and then they are payment solution, domestic and global. And then India population is 1.4 billion, and then our holding period 9 years, but still holding. Paystack, we invested in the company in 2016. And then the company was acquired a couple of years ago at the $200 million. And then the target is now only domestic. Population here, the country is 229 million. And our holding period before the exit was 5 years. So actually, a bunch of the implication from this comparison, right? Paystack is really, 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 really great company here. And I really admire the CEO and also the management people. Also, I really respect their judgment of selling company to the U.S. giant. I think 4 years ago. So actually, even though the other conditions are totally different, please understand the huge opportunity in this country for the exit also. And from here, the quite simple explanation why Nigeria. There's a bunch of important points in Nigeria, but let me summarize simple way. First, of course, population, right? Population is quite important for scale of the economy. Number two, 6 largest mobile internet users. 2018. The Nigeria became a 6th biggest population of internet. As you know, the mobile internet, especially like an app or other technology, did acceleration of the all entire services. So I think the internet population is also another important factors. Then also leapfrogging. You can use any advanced technology right now. Even though the other countries spend 10 years, 20 years to develop some technology, but you can use it right now. So this is a great benefit. And also, Nigeria is a US dollar ecosystem. So, for example, most of the numbers about money, everybody describe about with the USD, right? So, if your business can become bigger, you can easily go to USA IPO, or even a lot of US or European companies try to acquire your company here. It's easy for them to understand the company value because of USD ecosystem. Unfortunately, there's still challenges here. Many challenges I recognize, but some most important parts is number one, for example, equity market. India is a third or fourth or fifth biggest equity market, and also 3 or 4 years ago, tech giant starting IPO. Okay, here this country, you don't have a lot of good exchanges, but you still have a good access to US, so that's a huge opportunity for that. Also, digitalization is also necessary. You already use a lot of app services, a lot of technology-oriented services already, but for example, many years ago, the India government said everything will be e-something. It took a while, but nowadays I saw a lot of e-something situation. There's strong leadership by a government, quite necessary, and also for example, like foreigner like us come to Nigeria, and then most of the restaurants don't accept the international credit card and visa. For example, when I come here, there's a bunch of long process of getting visa or something like that. There's many issues. We like the government to change, but those are kind of small issues. But if the strong leadership can be achieved, accumulated day by day by the government or other local leader, I think you can get more access to foreign money stuff. Okay. So again, summary: the giant, the population, internet population, leapfrogging, and USD ecosystem. Those are quite good, potential. Those are good reason why Nigeria. Okay, and then how we can do the investment here. We are sticking to the early stage and startup situation. We see the founder and team and a business model and product, and then the timing. Timing is important. Even you're a very smart person, if timing is not good, and for example, it's quite red ocean, even you're a smart person, there's a high possibility of failing, right? So timing is sometimes important. And the contribution. Contribution means how much contribution we can do, because just investment is not so fun for us. Okay, working together, struggling together, thinking together, and expanding together. That's a totally fun situation for us. Of course, we know a lot of struggling, a lot of stress, but even, the stressful situation, we like to work together with a startup. So that's exactly what we like to do, okay? Then after the 6 or 7 year experience here, we are now focusing on the fintech, healthcare, commerce, education, and agri-tech, communication, entertainment, SaaS, crypto. Those are really interesting area for us. Of course, we can add more the area. We like to show interest. And what we can do is we can support the scaling growth and then finance and IPO and then management support and work closely with founders. So this is us. And also that we can do the advices about our experiences. For example, there's a bunch of similarity, right, in China, with China or India. So we can sometimes tell the founders that, hey, in China, there's a new service like this, boom, boom, boom. And then in Nigeria, the population-wise, and then the suburb and the city area, urban area, and then the suburb and then cosmopolitan. The area difference, a totally similar situation like China or in India. So there's a bunch of similarities. So we can discuss about how the smart founders in China and India did, and also you can get some implication or hints from those stories. And then we have global network. We don't mind introducing a lot of international people, like investors and the alliance partners. For example, the Y Combinator, the Razorpay and the Paystack, those guys were introduced by the Y Combinator, for example. And those other good people, network people are working so hard with us. Then also, IPO process in Japan, even for last 3 or 4 years, we did a great IPO process, heavily get involved in Japan. For example, the virtual YouTuber company, Anycolor, we only started supporting the valuation of the $5 million. Now it's IPO ready, and the maximum of the IPO market cap was $2 billion. And currently, a little bit dropped down 1 point something billion US. And Nestars is a fintech company. We supported the expansion and then funding, and then they went IPO in Japan. So we're very good at the IPO process support. And then we can, we love the face-to-face. Next month, IVS Kyoto, we decided to bring the the winner company of this competition, and also we invite some portfolio investor companies to go to Japan to see the more opportunities to see the Japanese investors and corporates. And we're planning to have a tour, the Africa tour. Next year, we're planning maybe a 20, 30 very prominent corporate and investor to Africa. So seeing is believing. People, if you talk with them directly, face-to-face, and if you can establish a better relationship, you can get the more funding, get maybe alliance partnership, and future exit opportunity as well, right? So we really love the face-to-face. Okay, so this last message, the next economic giant, actually on this planet, Nigeria is the last result for me. Last result. No other place cannot be achieved. So this is my belief. So hopefully you can believe in yourself and believe in the potential of Nigeria, and then let's work together. Okay. So we are here to meet you. This time, we're bringing very nice prominent people also. Let me do an introduction. Mr. Honda, he's a global CEO of the FreakOut, listed company in Japan. He did many global investment, also mergers, acquisitions. He acquired many companies, not only Japanese companies, but also US companies, other foreign companies. He expanded, I think, 20 or 30 offices all over the world. He's really international. So welcome, Honda-san. Thank you so much. So please, yes.
Yeah, hi. Okay, my name is Honda, and I've been running an advertising company called FreakOut for 14 years, and we have now 40 group companies all over the world, such as Japan, United States, China, and other Asian countries. And 4 out of the 40 public listed, including FreakOut. And so as the group company owner, and the purpose of this trip to Nigeria is to look for our potential business partners to invest in from company's pocket. And besides running a company, I also have 15 years experience of angel investment. And as an angel investor, right now I have 2 things which I'm focusing on. That is New York and Nigeria, 2 projects, very different. Let me start by explaining New York first. Well, in February this year, I personally bought a brick building in Brooklyn, and it is now renovated to make a co-working space there. And that co-working space is only for my portfolio company's founders for free. So if you're interested to use, So if you're interested in to use that space, just ask me and during the event and get my email and send your deck. And the other one is Nigeria. This is my third time to join this event, and the picture is the last year's one. And last year, the number of my startup investment in Nigeria has increased to such an extent that Nigeria is now second only to Japan. So I hope to invest more this year, more than last year, and more than Japan. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honda-san. Also, Tomoya-san. Okay, Tomoya-san. Tomoya came to Nigeria a couple times already, but he's also taking care of the Akira's project, IO and
you're here.
Yeah. Okay, so we do some game and metaverse project here also, and then he's also taking care of the HR part and also BD part. So we not only are investing companies, but also are doing a business together. So please do some brief introduction by yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tomoya. I'm a partner of M&A partners, Singles, SGverse, SGgo, many companies. I'm based in Singapore. I work together with Hiro for about 4 years. So as Hiro mentions, I have been doing a global expansion of some companies, as he mentioned, like network services and fintech companies. And also I am quite active in Japan, Southeast Asia, India, and my main focus is Nigeria now. Yeah, thank you very much.
And then one more person, Masa-san. Masa-san is right there, my backside. Okay, so this time we came here. Okay, so please find us during this event if you'd like to discuss something, okay? So that's why I just wanted to do some introduction, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much.